And somehow that conversation turned into we're gonna walk from New York, Yankee Stadium to be exact, which is in the Bronx, to Fenway Park. I am The Fog, episode 5. Welcome back. Sorry for the little hiatus. We just got a lot going on with finals, and yeah, I'll be the first to address it. It's my first time repeating the same shirt on the pod. I wear the same shirt a lot. Sometimes I'll go 3 or 4 nights in a row wearing the same shirt. I don't know if that's different or weird, but I do it. Sometimes out too, not just to bed, to doing normal things. But whatever. Pardon me if I cough at all or sneeze. My spring allergies are just killing me, absolutely destroying me right now, which is fine. It happens every year. I just wanted to get that out there. So, as you saw in the title, what we're talking about today is a little story time. And I'm going to, Luke, you can cut this part out if you don't. If it's too much, totally fine. But I want to give kind of visuals through this story time. And I was looking at my memories, my Snapchat memories on Monday. And it was April 28th, which was the 2-year anniversary of something that producer Luke and I and 2 others did, which was attempting to walk from Bridgeport, Connecticut to Boston in 4 days. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna break this story down. I'm just gonna tell you what the thought process was, why we did it, and what ended up happening. I won't tell you the end. I'm sure you having a hard time figuring out what happened. So, 2 years ago, our first year of college, we went to St. John's in New York. Probably mentioned that. It's in Queens, and one day we walked a lot, because that's what you do in New York sometimes. We walked maybe 30,000 steps, which, yeah, is a lot. It's a lot of steps. We were out all day. We got up. We didn't walk there, but, we went to New Jersey and came back, walked around the city a lot, went to a Mario movie, pop-up shop in Brooklyn at a Shake Shack. It was Mario-themed. Producer Luke loves Mario. It was great. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun, and we're on the T. I think it was not the T, the subway. I think it was the F train, if I remember correctly. And I'm looking. I think I had an Apple Watch on, and I'm looking at it, and it's 28,000 steps or whatever. We were oh, that was light work. Blah blah blah. I don't know how we thought that was light work. We were probably we were delusional. And somehow that conversation turned into saying we're gonna walk from New York, Yankee Stadium to be exact, which is in the Bronx, to Fenway Park. Just about a month from then, we were let's train for it, whatever that means. So we ended up asking some people. We got two others besides Luke and I joined us, and we had some other people come out, and we asked a couple other people, do you want to join us? They said no, so back and forth. And maybe, I want to say a week after that, maybe 2 weeks, we kind of then had the plans finalized, I guess, we decided I guess the Bronx isn't the best place to walk. I've never actually been there, but we decided, okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to take a car and, we're going to drive to somewhere in Long Island and then take a boat to Connecticut, and then in Bridgeport, Connecticut, which is southern Connecticut, walk from there to Boston. We had 4 days. We had like a very mapped out plan, like it was 16 hours of walking a day for those 4 days. We're going to end up in Boston 4 days later and then go to my house in New Hampshire. We're going to have a weekend or whatever. So for like 2 or 3 weeks, we're like training and we're making a documentary out of it because of course Luke and I did, because we do film. We started one. And it was actually very funny. It was like, we had a few of our friends that were like, I'm not going on that trip. Say, there's no chance. Like, absolutely not. Like, our friend Max had a couple unbelievable quotes. Just so funny. Like, nope. Like, it just was awesome. It was funny.
You're serious? Like, you're not going to do that. You're not doing that. That's, like, not possible. You guys cannot walk to Boston. It's stupid. It's stupid. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. You can't do it.
So we do that. We do the documentary. We start it. We train, which was kind of ridiculous because, so we had to walk like 16 hours a day, which I don't even know how many miles that was. Like, I think the trip was, I want to say around 160 miles. Or like 150 or maybe a little less. It was a lot of miles, too many. And we had to walk for like 16 hours a day to do it. And we would walk like 2 miles around the school. Be like, all right, that was a good day of training. That was good. That was a start. Good start. And then someone would be like, all right, I'm good. I got to do homework. It's fine, but we just walked 2 miles. We need to do that times 20 for the next 4 days, or for those 4 days. So just ridiculous. We like, we're very committed to this. I want to make this clear. Committed to the idea of it. I want to make this like extremely clear. We had complete intentions to do it, and we ended up, we do it, as I'll explain. But we weren't like naive to the fact that it was hard, but for some reason we were delusional enough to think we could just like go walk 2 miles 3 weeks before every day and be okay. But yeah, so we're doing that for 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll call it walk week. Like race week or game day, like walk week. And it's kind of funny. I was leaving for Emerson, and our friend Max was going to do something else, going to trade school. And so it was like kind of like this last week together. They ended up having some time after the walk. A couple stayed at school for a while, but like this was like the last week everyone would be there. And it was actually a lot of fun. And it was like we were getting ready, doing more documentary stuff. And I just remember having such a weird amount of confidence that it was going to work. Like, we put effort into this planning. We went on Google Maps, and we didn't do the whole thing, but like we went on Street View and like clicked exactly where we'd be walking. Like, exactly. And we like printed out like the tickets for the boat. We got someone to drive us. We got Henry to drive us, and I'll get there like right now, I guess.
What's up, guys?
Car?
Wait, you guys in a car?
Maybe, probably.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down. I mean,
really?
Wait, what?
Holy shit.
Oh,
okay.
So, but yeah, we just set up. So, the night before, we like packed like Ziploc bags with nuts and like healthy stuff, oranges. We got like stuff from the dining hall. Really anything that could give us energy. You know, you're doing a ridiculous amount of walking, just something that could give us energy. And we go to bed. It was a hard attempt at a sleep. Like, if you like go away or you have a big game the next day, like something like that, like where you cannot sleep. Like if you're like 9 and it's Christmas and you just cannot sleep. It was like that. Like, no, I mean, I personally struggled to sleep because I just was like, this is really funny. And I was nervous. I was excited. It was all those things. So we get up at like 4:30, I want to say. Maybe 4, like very early. And for me, this is the last time I'm sleeping at St. John's. Like, I think I was able to go back to my room after to pick some stuff up, but this was like it. Like, I was leaving. Like, genuinely. I went back literally to grab my stuff and go a week later. But, so it's 4:13 now. Just took a shower. Definitely feeling a lot better. It's tired as fuck. Oh my god. I just think we'll leave. Right? I have some time. I think we're heading out at 4:45 or a meeting at 4:45. So I'm gonna go to my room. I'm gonna clean up some stuff. Check my bag maybe. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, we got up, all met, I think at like Luke's dorm or something, and Henry, shout out Henry. Oh, this is unbelievable that he did this for us. He picked us up, we got up at like 4:30, and then we drove, I want to say like an hour, to somewhere in Long Island. Producer Luke lives near there. So he knew a way to get to Bridgeport. And so yeah, Henry drove us there. We got on a boat. We were on that for like an hour. It was like a big boat. It was a boat that you bring cars. If you live in New York and you work in Connecticut, you like put your car on the boat and take it.
It's called a ferry. I'm editing the video. He just described what a ferry is. Do you not know what a ferry is? I've heard you say the word ferry before. Sorry.
So it was pretty cool. We were lively. We had energy. It was great. Like, we were super into it. It was like if you like are like going away or something and you're driving to the airport or whatever, or going on a road trip and you get up early. So yeah, we get to Bridgeport around, I want to say 8 a.m., maybe 7, but no, I think it was 8 or 9, honestly. Like, it was like, we've been up for a while at this point, and that's it. We're starting. We start the walk, and because we were doing the documentary on it, we were recording a bunch of stuff before, and Luke, who was doing like a lot of the producer Luke, he's been producing forever. He was like, every hour, I want every single one of us to do an update every single hour. Or was it every hour or mile? I think it was hour for sure. And so, sorry, I'm going to take some tea. Every hour, take a video, give an update. And it's actually so funny watching these clips because you actually can see every single hour. Like, it is so clear who is like starting to crumble, who's not.
2 hours in. My hair is even messier than before. We've divvied off into our groups. Jacob is the pace setter. We are actually going, I think, above pace. I think we're going faster than what Google Maps expected us to go to. Update for me, I'm feeling about the same as I was in hour 1, and that was about the same I was on hour 0. So I am feeling good. I'm feeling healthy, which is important. And yeah, I'm excited. We're coming up on the golden arches right there.
It was hard. So I don't blame anybody, but anyways, we're going through Bridgeport, which I guess isn't like the nicest place. It was fine when we were there. It really was. Like, it was fine. It was just a Connecticut town. There wasn't much to it. And I'd say the first 5 or 6 hours were like extremely fine. Like, because at the end of the day, you know, you can go on a 2-hour walk and it feels like nothing, right? Sometimes it's hard, but you know, we did like, not train, but like enough, but like we walked a little bit before. So we had like and we had all like the energy, and we had like the snacks were full, and it was awesome. And I really should have looked at videos before this. I just kind of wanted to puke the story out on you guys, just kind of how I remember it. But we just at one point, it just started to go wrong.
Yeah, I'm aching real bad. I'm real hungry. I'm real sweaty. I'm real thirsty.
I remember, so we got off the boat at like, let's just say 8. I remember at like 3, everyone, you kind of can tell that it was starting to become a problem because we were all in like we were all like not standing next to each other. There were 4 of us. And so like I would be here, and like the 2 others we were with would be like in the middle, and Luke would be in the back. That's not actually, I'm just saying, like kind of like that. Like we weren't like, people had different energy levels, like much different. We were like trying to like hype each other up, like, come on, like it's day 1, like we're okay. And I remember we stopped for this like this lunch place in Connecticut, this random restaurant. Actually pretty lucky that we found it, probably. And it had like every food, which is fine, but I forget, Luke got something, and it just wasn't a good idea. Like, I think we went to like a pizza place, and he got like I think we went to a burger place, and he got like pasta, which is fine, but it just was like this huge ass plate of pasta with like a shit ton of cheese on it. I could be butchering the story, but it was something like that. And I just remember like all of what we ordered, I was like, this is not, like, we are in trouble.
What's the most important thing you've learned so far?
I think the most important thing I've learned so far is to push yourself even if it hurts. Even if you're like, damn, I really want to sit down right now, don't sit down. Put on that blasting music and just do a little sprint. Eat a sardine. Honestly, like as soon as I ate the nuts. Oh, that was me. No. Oh, you gave me the Coke. You gave me the Coke. I got the Coke.
Wow.
What's up? Okay.
That's what I've learned. Is walk.
Okay.
Because right before there, we were starting to crack a little bit. But I was like, not me, like everyone was like, okay, we need lunch, right? We needed lunch. We had our snacks, but we need like a meal. So we eat that, and I just remember, me personally, right after we ate that, I lost it. Like I was okay. Honestly, I was fine the most of the walk. But I do remember getting extremely tired, like extremely tired after that. And I remember there's one picture, I hope I have it or Luke has it. I think I like almost cried. I don't think I cried. I think I almost cried that we were like on, not a highway, but like an extremely busy road. I'm like having a horrible fucking time. And then next, I'm like, right now I'm great.
Yeah.
I look terrible right now. Yeah, every 30 minutes has been an up and down, but I was thinking, you know, if we take a minute every couple of minutes, it's fine. It's not gonna deter us. Like, this 5-minute break might be really needed.
It is. I was thinking,
but I think we can make it still.
I've also noticed our mindset has changed like 45 times during this walk. Like, remember it was like, not a bad thing. Remember it was like, okay, we're picking a place every night. Okay, we should just go with the flow. Okay, it's funny.
Like, it just changes because it has to.
Well, yeah, we have to go with the flow. We have to, you know, in the moment make these decisions. Like, we can't really think ahead, like, because we don't know how we're going to feel in, like, 30 minutes, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying, right now I feel fantastic. Like, 20 minutes ago, I was freaking out. Like, not freaking out, but
It's like,
I thought I was going to throw up.
It's literally like we're on some type of, like, high.
Yeah,
You
I
know
thought I
what
was
I'm
going to
saying?
throw up 20 minutes ago. Right now I feel great. It's just fucking...
I was gonna
How
wait
you
until
feeling?
we got out of this
Terrible.
shitty ass town.
Terrible.
My future really bad. Well, actually, I feel okay now, but
Yeah, this
Stand
town
up.
is a little sketch.
We'll take 5 more minutes,
But
3
I
minutes.
think
We're doing great.
that
Oh wow, I'm actually getting weird flashbacks to this. We just got off of it. We're in like some random town. They're all just random towns in Connecticut, obviously. And I remember sitting down on like a ledge. I think I walked in front of everybody and sat down on like a ledge because I was like, I need a minute. And I think I did cry. I'm pretty sure. I don't exactly recall, but I have like a vivid memory of sitting down on this ledge, like freaking out, like essentially just having a panic attack. I recovered relatively quickly, but it definitely was in the midst of our fall. So, whatever. We get to like 5 or 6 at night. Like we've done, let's say it was 8, we've done 10 hours of walking, maybe 12 at this point. Maybe it's later, but I want to say it's 5 or 6. And one of the people we were with was having a really hard time, which is fair. It was an insanely hard challenge situation. She was having a very difficult time. And we were lucky enough to find a restaurant. I wish I knew what it was called. If producer Luke was here, he would know what it was called. He is here, but if he was like right here. Something diner. It was like some kind of hidden away diner. It looked closed. It wasn't. We walked in. We got whatever, normal food, chicken, tenders, I don't know. And I feel like I should have producer Luke tell this part of the story. I don't want to... If I butcher it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Luke. I'm not trying to call you out here. But the one of the people we were with, like, was completely done. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm break. Like, I cannot keep going. I'll have someone pick me. Like, it was serious. Me and the other person we were with were trying to, like, convince her. And I'm watching Luke. I'm, like, watching him just completely... Not actually, but, like, collapse. Like, we're sitting down in this restaurant, and Luke's just like this. And his face is just white. Like, the palest you've ever seen anybody. It was actually, like, I was, like, scared. And he was like, I don't feel good. So he goes to the bathroom for a while. He came out looking much better. But it was... So, spoiler, we failed the walk. We're at this diner. I wish I remember what the name was, and we're done. Like, it is over. Luke was fine all day, and then it just hit him. I had my moments, and then yeah, it was a mess. We were a mess. It was probably, I don't know how many miles in, but a lot. I probably took a picture. Maybe I'll put it up here. It was a lot. We were a mess, and we had to make a decision. So one of the other people we were with, I'm just not saying their names because I didn't ask them. She was definitely the most okay. She, by far, was the most like, let's go, let's keep going. And so she wanted to keep going. I was in the middle, I would say. Like, I knew we weren't going to be able to keep going, but I was like, oh God, we're going to fail day one. We've had a good day. My friend who goes to Quinnipiac, which is in Connecticut, was really close by, and he offered for us to stay there, but it would have taken us back, and then it just would have been a mess. So I'm kind of in the middle. I'm like leaning to... I'm going to take a sip. I'm leaning towards, we can't do this. I don't think we can do it. I'm pretty cooked. I definitely could have kept going, but I don't know how much longer. Maybe a day. Ended up raining the next day. Luke definitely recovered quickly, but like he would have probably gotten sick walking, and then the other person we were with was just done, which is fine. So we kind of fought for the next hour, all four of us, about what we should do. Initially, the compromise was, okay, let's Uber to I think New Haven or Hartford. I think New Haven, definitely. Train station, and take a train to Providence, Rhode Island, and then walk from Providence to Boston in 2 days. Which was a bad idea. It's not a good idea, I guess, to walk in Providence. And it was a compromise that was like, okay, we can like kind of like get closer to home, blah, blah, blah. So we buy the tickets to Providence. We're on the train, and my dad texts me, and he's like, do you want me to just pick you up in Boston? Just take the train to Boston. I'll pick you up. You and your friends can stay at our house for like 4 nights. And it was an argument, for sure. Eventually, we all were convinced to do it. So we went to my house in Hampton, in New Hampshire. And that was the end of the walk. We made it one day, not even. I hope I have a picture of the miles. And it was just a disaster. It was like, it's probably one of my better stories to have. Hope I told it okay, at least. I think it's really funny. I think, like, actually understanding what we were trying to do with how little we did to do it is, I think, so funny. Would I do something like that again? 100%. Like, I would, if Luke today came out of his room and said, let's do it again. Let's try it again. I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm down. Let's do it tomorrow. But we'd probably fail again. Like, it's just not a reasonable thing to do. But I'm happy we did it. We had a fun time, like, actually. Like, the walk was hard, but besides that, it was an enjoyable experience. So, yeah, that's really all I have. I guess the closing thoughts I have are, we still want to complete that documentary. There is a lot of good footage. Luke got a lot of awesome footage, and I might even ask him right after this. Let's pick it up right now. But there's just no conclusion to the story, really. I guess the conclusion is that we failed, but it was quick. So yeah, that's all. That's actually all I have for you guys. Thank you for being patient. I'm sorry we took a week off. We have Friday night game night coming up this Friday. You're seeing the episode we recorded last week. On the day I recorded this is coming out May 7th. We'll be back to weekly. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Peace.